Well, good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? Good. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start off with our Terrific Kids sponsors, and I will have Mr. Overture speak for a minute, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the program. But we have people who sponsored, and they have a little packet they will get, and there's Golden Corral, Pax Karate, Muscle Whites, Woody's Barbecue, Quiznos, Burger King, Beef with Brady's, and CP Deli have been gracious enough to donate things to these students, and it's actually very nice stuff. The stuff at Muscle Whites and even Burger King's good, nice, free for our parents out there. Also, our Kiwanis Club has always been a big part of our Terrific Kid, and we appreciate their time and effort they go. And Mr. Overturf, if you'd like to speak for a minute.
Thank you, Mr. Helms, and on behalf of my fellow members, Sandy Robinson, who I understand is a proud grandmama today for one of our students, Chris Keller, our former president, Kenny Eubanks, Mark Spalding, our current president, Kingsley Plimpton, Rick Surrency, and about 60 other members. We just want to take a moment to welcome parents and grandparents to honor these young people. We're certainly proud, and as I look out over the audience and I see the balloons and the flowers and the cakes and candies and things, it is a time of celebration, and we are certainly proud of these young people and what they've done. In a moment, he'll be reading to you what their teachers and sometimes even their own classmates has said about these students and what they're accomplishing. And so we just say thank you to each one of them. Thank you for what you have done, what you will continue to do through the end of the school year, which will be here pretty quick. And we're just proud of you and just happy that you've done what you've done, and that we just say keep up the good work. Thank you, sir.
Can y'all hear us well? Yes? Okay. It's a little different up here. I just want to also thank the parents and grandparents and guardians and whatever that is out there, aunts and uncles. We all have a part. It takes a village to raise kids. I'm a father of 3 myself. I know it takes a lot to raise kids. So if you don't mind standing and us giving you a round of applause just to honor parents and grandparents or whoever's here, thank y'all. Y'all will stand. And you may be seated. I also like to thank our students. Terrific Kids students is about integrity, and integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. True integrity is what you do when no one else is around to see your actions. These students that are here today have shown true integrity, and that's what makes them a terrific kid. So if you will join me in giving them a round of applause for being the terrific kid. You may stand. Y'all stand up. Stand up, kids. All right, and you may be seated. So thank you guys. Also, real quick, the first terrific kid to the last terrific kid, they're all just as important. So if you don't mind, when your student is done, if you remain in here, it's just kind of distracting sometimes if parents are leaving and going in and out. I know life is busy, but again, the first terrific kid is just as important as the last. So if you would do that for us, we'd appreciate that very much. And I will turn over to Mr. Dale.
Okay, our first terrific kid for this 9 weeks was Miss Howisher's class, Jalen Davison. Ms. Howisher states that Jalen Davison is a joy to work with. She always puts forth her best effort, but takes it even a step further because she is so eager to learn and please. This enthusiasm shows in all the progress she's made this year. She is always willing to help and do what she is told to do. Jalen always makes me smile. It is my privilege to teach Jalen and call her my terrific kid, Ms. Howisher. Jude Stidham for Ms. Thompson. Jude is truly a terrific kid. He is a sweet, cooperative, friendly boy. Jude is a good role model for his peers. He gets along well with others. He has a positive attitude. He follows directions, listens the first time, and stays on task. It is a delight to have Jude in my class. Love, Mrs. Tracy. Rin Hagar from Miss Perpich. My terrific kid is Rin Hagar. Rin just returned to our school after being in another school for several months, and it was as if he never left us. He remembered all of our routines and rules and even our songs we sang. He enjoys school, especially circle time, and gets very excited when we use the smart board. Rin always has a smile on his face and loves to laugh. He will follow all the directions the first time and is very proud of his work. He is such a joy to have in class and is truly our terrific kid. Miss Kim. Rebecca Altamirano Perez for Miss Donato. Rebecca is the true definition of a terrific kid. She always treats everyone with kindness, respect, and compassion. Rebecca is the student that teachers dream of. I have loved getting to know her and watch her grow this year. Keep up the terrific work, Rebecca. Love, Miss D. Grace Reynolds from Miss Hendricks. I think all of my students are terrific, but Grace Reynolds has been chosen as my terrific kid this 9 weeks for several reasons. Grace is respectful, kind, and thoughtful. She is quiet and calm and sets a great example for others. Grace pays close attention while I'm teaching, and it shows because she is becoming a fantastic reader and writer and is amazing with math skills. She answers all of the difficult questions and remembers important details. I feel very fortunate to have her in my class this year, and I know her classmates feel the same way. We're all proud of you, Grace. You are truly a terrific kid. Gavin Farrell from Mrs. Nilsson. I chose Gavin Farrell for my terrific kid because he is a friend to everyone. Gavin is always focused on his classwork and helping other kids. I never have to ask him twice to do anything. Gavin has a caring heart and he gets along well with others. He shows a great sense of responsibility for a 6-year-old, and I can always count on him to walk a child to the nurse or to the front office. Gavin is an awesome student to have in class, and I know his friends will agree. Mrs. Nilsson. Jocelyn Sanchez from Miss Rakes. Miss Rakes says Jocelyn is the perfect example of a terrific kid. She is such a sweet, smart, and respectful child. Jocelyn is always smiling and caring to her classmates and myself. She is always eager to learn everything she can. When she laughs, she makes everyone want to laugh with her. Jocelyn, you are one terrific kid. Keep up the great work. Love, Miss Rakes. From Miss Shettle, Gabriela Ayala. Gabriela is a terrific kid. She comes in my class every day with a positive attitude and a bright smile. She demonstrates kindness to her classmates and is always willing to lend a helping hand. I can always count on her to set a great example for others. Thank you for being an awesome friend in our classroom. Love, Miss Shettle. From Miss Crawford's class, Eduardo Flores Solano. I have chosen Eduardo as my last terrific kid for 2015-2016 school year. He comes to school every day with a positive attitude and ready to learn. He is someone both his classmates and I know we can count on. Eduardo sets a positive example for other students to follow and helps guide fellow classmates into making good decisions. Eduardo tries his absolute best in class every single day. Seeing his bright smile every day he enters my classroom warms my heart. I look forward to the remainder of the school year with Eduardo. Mrs. Crawford. From Miss Croft's class, Alexis Thompson. Alexis Thompson is truly a terrific kid. Alexis always brightens our day with her sweet smile and positive attitude. She works well with her classmates and always makes sure that her group understands any new material that they may be learning. I know that I can always count on Alexis to help me in the classroom or run errands for our class. She is extremely responsible, respectful, and considerate to each person that she meets. Alexis is a natural-born leader and teacher. She is an asset to our class. We are excited for you, Alexis. Thank you for being our terrific kid. From Miss Murray's class, Tamara. Tamara is very polite and well-mannered. She treats her classmates with respect. In return, she receives respect from her classmates. She is really a great student. She is willing to help her classmates when they need help. She works well with her partner and her team. Though she is new to our class, she fits in perfectly. She is a student that strives to do her best. She works on an assignment until it is complete. She takes pride in the work that she presents. She is very intelligent. She is often one of the first students with an answer when I ask questions. It doesn't matter what the subject is, she has an answer. Tamara is really a terrific kid. I enjoy her in my class. Mrs. Murray. For Mrs. Murrow's class, Sarah Stewart. I have chosen Sarah to be our last 9 weeks terrific kid. Sarah is a hard worker and is always eager to learn something new. She is also a great teammate and partner to those around her. She always helps her team to stay on track and is consistently willing to lend a hand. Her beautiful smile and gentle spirit is such an encouragement to everyone around. She tries very hard in everything she does and encourages others to do their very best. It is a pleasure to have Sarah as a student in my class. Her quiet strength and beautiful smile will always make anyone's day. Her dependability, good behavior, and positive attitude provide an excellent example for other students in our classroom to follow. Charlie Crawford for Mr. Smith. The word terrific is used to describe something of great size, amount, or intensity. That happens to be the perfect word to describe this particular student. She has a terrific attitude, a terrific talent, and she has a terrific work ethic in class. There's not one negative thing that I can say about her. She's well behaved and she makes sure that her teacher is well taken care of each and every day. Charlie Ray Crawford, or I like to call her Charlie Barley, you are truly a terrific kid, Mr. Smith. From Mrs. Wall's class, Keegan Horne. I chose Keegan as a terrific kid for our first grade class. Keegan has a fun, easygoing personality. He always maintained a good attitude no matter the activity. He has a great sense of humor and always has me laughing. He is a true joy to be around. Keegan is trustworthy and honest. I know that I can always count on him. He has always worked so hard this year and has made tremendous growth. He has a big heart and loves to lift others up. I am so proud and blessed to be his teacher. He is truly a terrific kid. Mrs. Wall. Christopher Stewart for Mrs. Ivy. The student I have chosen to be my terrific kid for the fourth 9 weeks is Christopher Stewart, also known as CJ. CJ always follows directions the first time they are given and is always respectful to his peers. In the short time that I have known him, I have seen him blossom into a student who is excited about his learning, especially in math. He gets so excited when he gets a problem correct. No matter where CJ is during the school day, the classroom, recess, specials, or lunch, he is always a student that I can depend on to do the right thing. Congratulations. From Ms. Fuller's class, Stanford Givens. I have chosen Stanford Givens to be the terrific kid for my class. Stanford is very polite, respectful, and a considerate young man. He always is on his best behavior and is courteous to those around him. I know I can always count on Stanford to set an example of how to behave and what polite should look like on both inside and outside of the classroom. Stanford is not only an incredible example of what good behavior looks like for other students, but he is also an exemplar student. Stanford always comes to class ready to learn and do his very best. No matter what task Stanford is given, he will always do it without a complaint and to the very best ability. Stanford is always setting a positive example of what is expected in our class, no matter what the situation. He is kind to all students and always does his best to be polite and successful. All of these things and more are what makes Stanford a truly terrific kid. Mrs. Fuller. From Miss Land's class, Trinity Bemis. My terrific kid is Trinity Bemis. She has shown consistent improvement since the beginning of the year. She has faced many challenges this year in her life, but it has not affected her schoolwork. She is hands down the best behaved student in my class. I can always count on her to do the right thing even when others are trying to play around. I am very proud of her progress and look forward to seeing what she can accomplish in 3rd grade. Mrs. Lands. From Ms. McVeigh's class, Xander McVeigh. The terrific kid I chose last 9 weeks is Xander McVeigh. When I had to think about a terrific kid, I thought of Xander because of his personality and the improvement this year. In the beginning of the year, Xander had some troubles in my classroom, but has overcome those struggles and has grown so much. I always see Xander walking around with a smile, constantly helping his classmates, and always lending a helping hand. Whether it's a test, sitting on the carpet, or simply walking in line, Xander is always striving to do his best. I am so proud of Xander and all that he accomplished this year. I know he will go on and become a terrific teen and then a terrific adult. He is truly a terrific kid, and I love that I had the pleasure of having him in my class. Mrs. McVeigh. From Miss Revel's class, Tommy Donohue. Tommy always comes to school prepared and ready to work. He gets along with his classmates great and is always willing to help in any way that he can. It is evident that Tommy really loves school. He always has a smile on his face and is a pleasure to have in class. Tommy, you are a wonderful student. Miss Revels. From Miss Rhymes' class, Jessica Razzo Perez. Jessica is truly a terrific kid. Jessica is my terrific kid because she works so hard at all that she does. She is always polite and very helpful to her classmates. She always does her best at her classwork as well as in other areas in the school. She is a joy to have in class because she is an excellent student and is so nice and respectful. I can always count on her to do her best in any situation. She is also a very good friend to all of her classmates and tries to help them in any way that she can. I have many students who exhibit a lot of these traits, so what made Jessica stand out is her willingness and desire to work hard and long to achieve the best results in her work. She also has worked so hard this year to achieve the reading and math scores that she wants. She takes pride in her work, and I know Jessica will do so well in all her remaining school years. Jessica is truly a terrific kid, and I feel blessed to have her in my class this year, Mrs. Rhymes. From Ms. Vieira's class, Tegan Smith. It is a pleasure to nominate Tegan Smith as a terrific kid. Tegan is a great little girl who is always willing to go above and beyond to complete any of our tasks. She is a great helper and a fantastic friend to all her students in our class. She loves to read, draw, write her own books, work hard, and play with her friends. Tegan especially gets happy when talking about her mom, dad, sisters, grandma, and grandma. Tegan is just a sweetheart and a true pleasure to have in the classroom. Love, Ms. Vieira. From Miss Ballard's class, Caleb Stallings. We took a class vote for this terrific kid. The class voted for Caleb Stallings. He is a funny and interesting boy. He is quick-witted and makes us laugh on a daily basis. Caleb is nice and friendly to everyone. He uses manners and shows respect to me and his peers. He is a hard worker and tries his best on his classroom work. I am proud of Caleb because he's always willing to ask questions if he does not understand. He is always the first one to offer help if someone needs it and does it in a kind way. This is what the class had to say about Caleb. Caleb is a great and kind boy. Caleb is my best friend. Caleb is awesome. Caleb has been my best friend since the first day of school. Caleb is nice and he loves football too. He cares about everybody. I think he's cool. He is a super duper nice kid. Our class family would have missed out on one terrific kid without Caleb Stallings. Mrs. Ballard. From Ms. Cassell's class, Kira Janda. Kira is the terrific kid from Ms. Cassell's class. Kira is kind and is a friend to everyone. She compliments other students and includes them in group activities at recess, and everyone wants to be her partner during partner work. Kira is hardworking and takes her time on her assignments. She thinks things through and asks the appropriate questions when she doesn't understand. Outside of the school, Kira enjoys dancing I apologize for that. Let me start over. Kira enjoys dancing and is into fashion. Kira is a terrific kid and a great example for our community. Ms. Cassell. From Ms. Davis's class, Ileanas Perez. I have chosen Ileanas to represent our class as terrific kid. Ileanas comes into class each day with a smile on her face, ready for a day of learning. Her determination, good behavior, and positive attitude provide an example for the other students in our classroom to follow. Ileanas is also a great teammate and partner for her peers to work with. She always helps her team to stay on track, and she always is willing to lend a helping hand. It is a pleasure to have Ileanas as a student in my class. With her ambition, I know she will reach her full potential in years to come. She is definitely a terrific kid all the way around. Mrs. Davis. From Ms. Dollar's class, Maddie Hodge. I would like to nominate Maddie for our terrific kid for this 9 weeks. I've been so lucky to have Maddie twice in my teaching career, once in first grade and now in third grade. I have been given the chance to see her grow into such an awesome reader and a master mathematician. Maddie has read all of the 15 Sunshine State readers and enjoys reading for fun in class. She has mastered all of her third grade math standards and is very helpful in assisting her classmates whenever they need some peer tutoring. Maddie makes our class so enjoyable with her daily smiles, giggles, and love for learning. Thank you, Maddie, for sharing another awesome school year with me. Mrs. Dollar. From Miss Owens' class, Rani Michael. It is with my absolute pleasure that I introduce to you my terrific kid, Rani Michael. Rani is definitely one of those students that every teacher should have the privilege of teaching. She is a true blessing in the classroom. Rani cares a great deal about her grades and puts forth great effort in any task she is given. She is very driven and always strives for success. She has worked so hard and diligently to raise her iReady scores in math and reading this year and has managed to pull herself up in every single time. She just keeps getting better and stronger in every academic area. Rani not only is a great student, she is a great friend to everyone. She has an awesome attitude and exudes positivity wherever she goes. This truly says what kind of a student Rani is in class. She is truly an asset in my classroom, and I am going to miss her terribly. Make all your dreams come true, Miss Owens. From Miss Amanda Reed's class, Kayla Stumbo. Every once in a while, a teacher is blessed with a student who reminds them every day of all the reasons they wanted to become a teacher in the first place. Kayla is one of those students. She comes in smiling every morning and leaves the same way every afternoon. She greets her classmates and treats everyone with respect and love. She is a friend to everyone. While she is at school, she puts forth her very best effort in everything she does. When something is difficult, she doesn't give up. She truly wants to learn, and it shows with her attitude. She is an absolute joy to teach. Kayla is a bright spot in my day and truly a terrific kid. Mrs. Reed. From Miss Sweat's class, Ashley Griffis. Ashley sets a prime example of what being a terrific kid is all about. She always comes to school ready to tackle the day. If any of her classmates need help, she is more than willing to step up and help them when she can. Ashley always participates in all classroom activities without any complaints. Ashley strives to do her very best in everything we do and does it with a smile on her face. She knows when to buckle down and get her work done, but also knows how to have fun. On any given Wednesday or Friday, you can stroll by our class and see her busting out some sweet dance moves during announcements. Ashley is a very sweet little girl with a heart of gold. We are very lucky to have Ashley in our class. Mrs. Sweat. Samari Jenkins from Ms. Zillis. Samari is a terrific third grade student. Her classmates always seek out Samari to work with. She is the kind of student that makes a teacher proud. She makes the best choices and works well in team situations. But she is also highly successful at individual tasks. Not only is Samari a great student, she is also a great, wonderful person. She has a positive, kind, and sensitive demeanor. You can find Samari enjoying school every day because she has a love of learning. She expresses herself in a confident way. She is considerate of others and willing to help struggling students in a caring manner. Samari's kind heart shines every day. Yes, Samari Jenkins is a terrific third grade student, but more importantly, she will become a terrific, kind, successful adult in the future. Go Samari. Ms. Zillis. From Mrs. Freeman, Jasmine Lopez Martinez. Jasmine is a terrific kid by every definition of the word. She comes to school with an inner drive to succeed at everything that is put in front of her. Her classmates look up to her as a role model and a leader. Jasmine has been helping Miss Freeman and a new student from another country communicate and understand one another. Mrs. Freeman and the class can depend on Jasmine, whether it is running errands or helping a classmate understand a new skill. Jasmine is always there to lend a hand. Even though she is tiny and little, Jasmine is full of energy and excitement for life. Congratulations, Miss Jasmine Lopez Martinez, on being a terrific kid. Mrs. Freeman. From Miss McDonald, Nicholas Nilsson. Nicholas is an outstanding young man who deserves to be recognized. Nicholas is always willing to go the extra mile in class in any area that is asked of him. He never gives up, he never gets frustrated or has a bad attitude. He has made growth in his academics this year because of his willingness to keep learning. Nicholas always wants to learn more. He is a great friend to everyone and loves to run around outside and play. He is a hard worker, and I expect great things from him in the future. We are all proud to have him as part of our classroom family. He is truly a terrific kid. Congratulations, Nicholas. Miss McDonald. From Ms. Poprosky and Mrs. Bennett, Greyson Weber. Greyson Weber is our terrific kid for this 9 weeks. Greyson has the sweetest spirit and he never meets a stranger. He is pushing himself to ensure his success in class. His attendance is improving, allowing him to shine bright like a star. He is a kind and caring young man that Mrs. Bennett and I are so grateful to have. Greyson, thank you for always being an awesome part of our day. Keep up the great work and make us proud. Ms. Poprosky and Mrs. Bennett. From Miss Wilson, Jasmine Grammer. Jasmine Grammer is my terrific kid. Jasmine always comes into class with a smile on her face and an encouraging word for her classmates. She is very conscientious of her classwork. She takes great care in making sure it is neat, orderly, and done in a timely manner. Jasmine is a very well-mannered and courteous young woman. She is a very dependable and trustworthy student. She is always attentive in class and follows all the classroom rules. She is willing to help any of her classmates, and I am very proud to have Jasmine as my terrific kid, Miss Wilson. From Miss D. Yeomans, Matthew Snyder. Matthew Snyder is the sunshine in my class that truly brightens my day. He turns his work in on time and completes the learning goals at hand. He continues to improve every day because of his determination to succeed. Matthew challenges himself by setting and attaining new goals, which sets him apart and makes him that special student that teachers adore. His eagerness to please, his friendly smile, and his willingness to help others are what make him an awesome student. Matthew's positive attitude towards his schoolwork and classmates is why I am proud to say Matthew Snyder is my terrific kid, Miss Yeomans. Michael Word for Mr. Bergen. It is with great pleasure that I nominate Michael Word as my terrific kid for the fourth 9 weeks. Michael has worked so hard this year to set himself up for a terrific future. Michael's hard work and get-it-done attitude has spread to his classmates, and they now seek out his company and advice throughout the day. Michael is always willing to help and does so with a smile. These are just a few reasons why Michael Word is a terrific kid. Mr. Bergen. From Ms. Carpenter's class, Anna Cordova. Mrs. Carpenter nominates Anna as her terrific kid for the fourth 9 weeks because she is an outstanding model of a terrific kid. She is kind towards her fellow students and is always prepared to help them when needed. She is an excellent leader when it comes to making sure that her team is prepped and ready to go, and is also a very dedicated student, and she is always striving to do her best. She comes to school every day ready to learn, and she always has a smile on her face. I can always count on Anna to be on task and ready to learn. This is what makes Anna a terrific kid. Mrs. Carpenter. From Ms. Hutchison's class, Treyvion Ammaji. Our fifth grade class has chosen Treyvion Ammaji to represent us as terrific kid. To express just how wonderful Treyvion is, her classmates shared the following thoughtful words. Treyvion is nice and a good friend. She is goofy. Treyvion handles problems well. She is smart. Treyvion is respectful to others and helpful. She shows confidence. Treyvion makes people happy when they are sad. She always tries hard. As her teacher, I am pleased to have the opportunity to teach such a charismatic and respectful young lady. Treyvion can be fearless and tackles any task before her. She loves a challenge and beams with pride when she accomplishes her goals. Treyvion continues to be headstrong and shine. Thank you for being a little more than cool. Treyvion McGee, we are pleased to have you honored as our terrific kid. Ms. Hutchison. From Ms. Stallings' class, Aubrey Smith. For this 9 weeks, Aubrey Smith is my terrific kid. Aubrey was overwhelmingly nominated by her classmates for the honor of being terrific kid. The students described Aubrey in the following ways. Aubrey always has a great attitude. She is a person who is willing to help others. She never gets in trouble and always has nice manners. I can count on her to listen when I need to talk. She is very respectful and always responsible. I could not agree any more with my students. Aubrey is a shining star in my classroom. She is a friend to all. Aubrey will persevere through any challenge that she faces. I know she will continue to do great things after she leaves Browning Pierce. Love, Miss Stallings. Last but certainly not least, from Miss L. Yeomans, Leslie Diaz Espino. I would like to nominate Leslie as our terrific kid for the fourth 9 weeks. Leslie is a hard-working student and stands out in class, always trying to participate and encouraging others to do the same. She is a wonderful friend and nice to everyone in the class. Leslie is a major helper in the class, always eager to make sure that the classroom duties are being met. I cannot think of a time at all this year that Leslie was not outstanding in the day from start to finish. Leslie is a very special child, and I will be sad to see her go at the end of the year. But I know she will do great things because she is such an exceptional child and student. Congratulations, Leslie. You deserve it. Love, Mrs. Yeomans.
Just catch your eye, and you come to realize one can make a difference. Reach out, stand out, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall.
Since 1915, Kiwanis International has touched millions of lives through thousands of service programs for children around the world. When you help one child, you help the world.
Life is bigger than just one. Everyone can make a difference.